Hi, this lesson is from page 337. We're starting chapter 6. Truly, this lesson is mostly review and is going to build. We're going to build into slope and direct variation. But for today, you'll determine the cost or constant rate of change, either from a graph or a function table. And then the essential question is, how do I find the proportional linear relationship? So, good definition is, linear relationships are when the relationship changes at a constant rate and the graph is a straight line. So, quick example, it looks like you're uploading 2 songs and it looks like the songs are increasing by 2 each time and the minutes are increasing by 1 each time. So we would say that's a constant rate of change of 2 songs per minute. Here you have a bank account, and it looks like every 3 transactions, your account is changing. So first you have a balance of $170. After 6 transactions, you have a balance of $140. After 9 transactions, you have a balance of $110. And after 12 transactions, you have a balance of $80. So we would say the balance is changing at a constant rate because it's going down every 3 transactions. It's going down $30. Oops. So we would say that is a constant rate of change because the balance went down $30 every 3 transactions, or we could reduce that to say $10 every transaction. All right, linear or nonlinear, it looks like here your temperature is increasing by 5, let's say 5 minutes, and every 5 minutes the temperature went down. Here it went down 5 degrees, next it went down 4 degrees, and the third time it went down 4 degrees. And so I know you already realize that's not linear because it's not a constant rate of change. Your roles and the cost. And so if you keep buying rolls in quantities of 2 more a time, is the change or the cost at a constant rate? Or do you get a discount for the more you buy? And we would say every time somebody bought 2 more rolls, it was another $8.50. And so we would say that is linear because every $8.50, or I should say every 2 rolls, it costs another $8.50. All right, to find the constant rate of change on a graph, you would take the first y or the second y and subtract the first y. So for example, we start up above. Okay, so we would say the first y, 4 minus 2, is in the numerator. And 6 minus 3 is in the denominator. So that's a constant rate of change of 2 to 3. Let's try another one. Oops. So take the second y, 2 minus the first y, 0. And then notice the first or second x minus the first x, 3 minus 0. Is 3. So it's a constant rate of change of 2 to 3. So every time you went up 3, you went over, every time you went up 2, you went over 3. So you go up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. All right, to find a constant rate of change from a graph, just like we just did, subtract the 2 y's, keep that in the numerator, and then subtract the 2 x's, keep that in the denominator, and keep that as a ratio. All right, then to determine if a relationship is proportional, that's a little different. So to compare if it's proportional, we're actually comparing the y to the x, the y to the x. So here, $8.50 for 2 is $4.25 each. $17 for 4 is $4.25. And $25.50 for 6 is $4.25. So because those three are proportional and the same, we would call those proportional. If you happened to compare, let's say, $34 to 8, and you had a different number because you had a discount for buying more, then you would say the whole thing is not proportional. But keep in mind, proportional is comparing the y to the x, the y to the x. And that's the end of the video. I hope you have a good day. Thanks.